Hi everyone and welcome back to Ultra Runner Magazine. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button and like button. Today's review is on two pairs of gloves from Black Diamond. We've got the lightweight ScreenTap gloves and we've got the midweight versions of those two. So first on the review is the lightweight gloves from Black Diamond. Really good glove. It's rated between 4 and 13 degrees, which I totally agree with. I think they've actually got this bang on, so that means they've been testing these gloves well. I've worn these over the Christmas period, which, to be honest, this year has been very warm anyway. So around that 4 degrees mark was actually perfect, absolutely fine with that. Anything lower than that, yeah, I did start to feel like my hands were getting cold and they weren't really warming up wearing these gloves. So these gloves are super lightweight. You will not feel these in a pack whatsoever. It's constructed with a dual surface construction, which gives the glove a lot of strength, and it also keeps that shape. So if you ever had a pair of gloves that you stick in the wash or you've worn quite a few times, eventually get a little bit baggy and they start to lose their shape. Black Diamond insists that this won't happen with these, and like I said, I've worn these quite a lot over this winter period, about 3-4 months now, and yeah, that hasn't happened. So I've told you all a little bit about the material already. It's very stretchy. Even the cuff has got a little bit of stretch there as well, so you're not going to be fighting to getting these gloves on and off, but it also gives you a bit of protection of any air or wind getting underneath that gloves, which is never nice. They're not windproof, they're not waterproof, they haven't been stated so they're not for that purpose. When they do get wet, they do dry quite quickly anyway, especially if your hands are warm, or if I finish the run, put them on the other side, come back to them, they are pretty much dry. Underneath the glove, on the other side, it's a slightly thicker material. It's like a digital material that they've been using. It's for their ScreenTap technology. Now, this technology isn't new. It's been around a lot of gloves, and I think people expect to have that now, where you can use your gloves, use your phone, should I say, wearing the gloves. But what they have done on this one is every single finger, even the palm of the hand, of the glove, is all of that technology. So you can use any part of that glove and it will work on your phone, which I actually think is really good. And that way you don't always have to use your index finger. The only negatives of this glove is, you'll see it on the midweight, and I'll probably talk about it a little bit, is they do have these little hooks on it. The idea of it is you clip both the gloves together and then you put the pack so you don't lose them. I think it's a great feature. It's a little minor one for me. I just find it flaps around too much and it sort of does get on my nerves a little bit. The littlest things on a 50 to 100 mile ultra can be the pain really during an event. I just wish maybe there was a way of maybe tucking it away somewhere so it disappears and it's not all flapping around, but it's not a major issue. It's probably just more than me. Now, another one is I always seem to find that I end up breaking these gloves when I'm taking them off. So if I just put that glove on, already you can see my fingers come through already, and that's not the material, that's just the stitching. But I've had other pairs of gloves and I seem to do this a lot. It might be just me user error more than anything else. I just split the stitching on that one side, and all it's from is me taking that gloves from the fingers, getting it caught a little bit, and then it's stretching that thread. And all I do simply is then just put a thicker thread on it. But you know, buying another pair of gloves, I would expect that to hold that stitch. So that's the Black Diamond lightweight gloves. Definitely recommend. Between 4 and 13 degrees, thumbs up from me. So next up is the midweight Black Diamond gloves, ScreenTaps. So again, very similar to light ones, but obviously they're slightly thicker than those ones. Again, these are rated between 0 and 4 degrees, which again, totally agree with their ratings on that one. Anything lower than that, and your hands do get cold. Again, they're not windproof, they're not waterproof, but they haven't been stated as that, which if there was a bit more windproof on it, maybe it would go that little bit lower. What I have done though, if I've worn these below that 0 degrees, what I found is really good if I have actually wore both of these gloves together, one as a liner as one as the outer, but again I'll go into that in a second. So again, very stretchy material, even though it's thicker. They've added this suede patch, okay, to the hand itself, which just gives you a bit of confidence when you're going over stiles or if you're holding poles. So a real nice little touch there. Again, I've still got this annoying clip that which I've already mentioned. Again, that flapping around just annoys me a little bit. That's more my personal thing, a very minor point for everybody else, I'm sure. And the stitching hasn't broken on these ones, which is great. So again, I can be quite aggressive with it. But again, there's quite a lot of stretch there as well. And again, in that cuff. Inside, it's all fleece lined, which I think is quite nice. It just gives you a nice feel when you're wearing the gloves and makes it nice and comfortable. And like I said, anything below that 0 degrees, I've wore both together. And again, I get down to about -2 if I wear the two. and my hands are quite comfortable. Anything below that, again, they're not really doing that job. So yeah, as a liner. Now, if we're wearing both the gloves at the same time, I don't feel like my hand is squashed or cramped or anything like that. I still have quite a lot of mobility in there, so which I think is really, really good, which is what a liner glove should feel like when it's inside another glove. Also the ScreenTap technology, again, it's not new technology, but it does work really well with the Midweight, and even with both of those gloves on, I'm still having no problems. And again, they've kept the same features done with the lightweights, where every single finger can actually work on your phone, which I think is a big plus. So yeah, so they are the Midweight gloves. That's 2 pairs. Like I said, early spring, sorry, not early spring, probably late spring, most likely, and early autumn. Gloves are absolutely fantastic. In the depths of winter, you might want something a little bit thicker. If it's wet weather, obviously then you're going to need something over the top of those. I have put an article on this on our hub, so you're more than welcome to head over to that, and I've done a bit more of a description of what I thought about those gloves, but pretty much a go-to glove. Definitely be wearing them quite a lot, and I will be wearing them for probably the rest of February and March. Thanks everyone for watching. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe and press that bell icon, and I'll see you on the next one.